Welcome back, campers, to another Spoopy Time Babies First. We're playing
Spoopy baby dump.
more Luigi's Mansion.
We're playing more Give the Big Suck for the Old Bald Man.
Going right back to the mansion.
So I did some thinking between recording sessions, Gus, and I think I know what our first giveaway should be if we ever do one.
Yeah?
I think we should give out a signed copy of Rocky, but not signed by Sylvester Stallone of the cast, but signed by you and me and the rest of the Northern Pop.
I love it. We'll save it for our
Ultra.
I was gonna say we can save it for our 1,000 subscriber special when we finally finish Zelda and our Rocky's Quest.
Yeah, when we hit 1,000 subscribers by 2096, we can.
Yeah.
Every time the door's locked, I keep thinking we are number one. Why? Yeah. I love those mice. They're so cute.
They are cute.
You're killing them. Do they hurt you?
I don't know.
Did you just hump a table?
Yeah.
Like how he checks the oil drum. But if Mario was in there, he'd be dissolved in sulfuric acid.
Yeah, I watched Dahmer.
Yeah, I watched Breaking Bad. I don't know why they keep making shit about fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm gonna put this out there. Was he a weirdo and was he deranged and absolutely psychopathic? Yes, absolutely. There's other people that, if you're into that stuff, you should look into. They're way creepy, like John Wayne Gacy. People don't like talking about him too much because of the clown stuff. Weirdo. Or what about the fact that the FBI has the Unabomber's shack in their garage storage?
Really?
They have the entire shack that the Unabomber built his bombs in and shit in their storage. It's like an underground parking garage where they store like vehicles, larger things to like be able to research and look back at. And Ted Kaczynski was such a big issue and such like a, oh my god, what is happening? That they kept it there so they could study it and what. And so that people wouldn't flock to it as like some sort of pilgrimage. If you look up the stuff about Ted Kaczynski, it's messed up, but it's also kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I might be missing some details or I might be wrong. Who knows? I'm stupid. Fuck you. But he was a really smart guy, like super duper smart. Yeah, you know, we have the internet. I'm gonna put up a little synopsis on Wikipedia. Also, support Wikipedia if you can. It's useful.
I donated money to them not too long ago.
I haven't recently, but I have before.
They prompted me to not too long ago, so I was like, you know what, I got $3 extra. That's like the minimum thing. Fuck it, why not? Oh, Game Boo.
Oh my god. Anyway, back to Ted Kaczynski. He was a mathematics prodigy born in Chicago. He attended Harvard and the University of Michigan. In 1971, he abandoned his academic career to pursue a primitive life, moving to a remote cabin without electricity or running water, somewhere near Lincoln, Montana, where he lived as a recluse, living on the land, becoming self-sufficient. After witnessing the destruction of the wilderness surrounding his cabin, he concluded that living in nature was becoming impossible as a result of fight industrialization and this destruction of nature through terrorism. In 1979, Kaczynski became subject of what was, by the time of his arrest, the longest and most expensive investigation in the entire history of the FBI. The FBI used the case identifier Unabomb, University and Airline Bomber, before his identity was known, resulting in the media calling him the Unabomber. In 1995, Kaczynski sent a letter to the New York Times promising to desist from terrorism if the Times or the Washington Post published his manifesto, which he argued that his bombings were extreme but necessary in attracting attention to the erosion of human freedom and dignity by modern technologies. Yeah, like, and if you read about this stuff, it's like his IQ was 167, which for our friends who don't know what that means, that's a very high IQ. Let's see what you want to know bracket Ted Kaczynski?
It's the average IQ of subscribers to the Northern Folk Lodge, actually.
It's actually lower than that, actually. Northern Folk Lodge subscribers, their IQ is somewhere between 420 and 6969.
See?
And I wish I was making this up. Yeah. So, the average IQ of somebody with a PhD or a MD is 125. When they did a study on it in 1987. I'm sure it's a little different now. It could vary. But 30 points on IQ, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Because your average blue-collar worker who like just went straight out of high school to a trade is a IQ of 100. The IQ required for an adult to harvest vegetables is 60.
Really?
I like that. I like how they have a tiny table for if you can repair furniture or harvest vegetables, you at least have an IQ of 60 on average. And if you can do domestic work like housework and chores, you have an IQ of 50 at least.
It's funny.
Yeah, but like reading this, like, dude was a genius. And when you're a gifted kid, a couple things happen. You either do really well until like early high school or like end of middle school / junior high school, and then you burn out instantly. That's what happened to me because I'm a smart cookie, and then school got really boring out of nowhere, and I didn't want to do anything because it was too slow for me, so I just didn't. Or if you're a smart cookie, you can try to embrace it and make it work and move on to do great things or do nothing if that's your choice, because who cares? You're an adult. You can make your own choices or your life. I don't care. Go have fun eating Taco Bell in the parking lot. We're all human. Or you're with an IQ of 167, you are so smart that it physically and mentally destroys you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As a famous musician once said, suffering from success.
Damn it.
Oh, that got you. I remember watching, like, I think Forensic Files had like a special on. And they were talking about how during that time, if you worked at a university or an airline, you were just afraid to open it. I mean, I'd be terrified too. Can you imagine? Like, it's like, oh, hey, you got a box in the mail? It might be a bomb. Terrifying. Well, the FBI was offering a $1 million reward when he was...
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Which in 70s money...
Wow.
Oh, wow, they actually have on his Wikipedia all his published works when he was a mathematics professor. And all of his philosophical work since he's been in jail. Oh, he just released a new one today. Not today, this year. He edited Technological Slavery. Anyway, let's not talk about murderers anymore. That was the murderer section of this Let's Play. Or whatever the fuck they are now, because I guess there's a big difference between gameplay video, a Let's Play, and that weird in-between of what we're doing of we're playing through the game, we're messing around having fun, but we are gonna beat it. We're gonna finish it. Northern Folk Lodge audience, whatever we're gonna call you, campers or whatever we decide.
I like campers.
I love campers. We will probably finish every game that we record. Unless there'll be a couple stipulations. If the game is hot trash, I'm not playing through them. If we do Action 52 and you're gonna try to make me play that whole thing, you're crazy. That game is terrible.
There's also.
So what I'm gonna do. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's also like the situations where we do dumb shit like Takeshi's challenge. I don't know about you, but not me, dog.
It's stuff like that, or like if we like specify ahead, it's some one-off for messing around, or like it's like a party game or something. But for shows like Babies First, Spoopy Time Junction, and whatever we come up with in the future, like a certain project that every time we try to record something for it, the footage goes bad. Cough. Not only just corruption, but sometimes people don't mute their mic when their brother comes in and talks to them. You know, random example.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Everett. You're a good kid, but goddamn it, I Spy was such a good episode, and I couldn't edit it because it got corrupted, but also that. But yeah, we like making content for you. You want some real blasts from the past? Check King Gus Media on YouTube. Perhaps I could recommend the Blasting Aliens During a Baja Blast Shortage episode of Metroid Zero Mission Part 2. I'm only saying that because that's what's recommended on my YouTube right now.
I wish I would get my own recommendations.
When's the last time you had Baja Blast?
Today, actually. I stopped at Taco Bell on my way to work. In about an hour into my shift, I regretted it.
I feel that. My mom picked up some fried chicken from Walmart today. Fun fact, Walmart fried chicken, actually pretty good. The issue, I have an old man stomach. I don't know why. I don't have like Tay-Sachs disease or celiac disease or anything like that where like heavy gluten or like stuff like that would affect my tummy. I'm a little lactose intolerant, but it just makes me fart. And I don't really have to deal with the consequences the public do.
At least you're honest about that.
For some reason, I don't know why, the grease and fried chicken, it is a flip of a coin whether I'll be okay or I'm gonna just piss lava out of my ass. But not molten lava, like cooled lava, like soft serve lava. And it was one of those days today, but goddamn, that chicken, it was okay. Also, Taco Bell's breakfast is better than any other menu.
Yeah.
Told me about it.
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
it is amazing.
I'm pretty sure I'd die without my quesadillas. Okay,
quesadillas are great.
There's got to be something to do with these candles, right? Like, I feel like I'm going nuts.
Did you turn on that switch downstairs?
No, it still won't let me.
Maybe?
Like, these two are constantly coming back.
I think that door might mean you have to beat a boss first.
I mean, I would assume so, but I guess I'm not. It's all these other locked doors that I'm concerned with, and I don't understand why there's specific candles that I just can't turn out. Unless there's a pattern I'm missing.
I don't think they do a pattern like that. That'd be a little cryptic.
Already feels cryptic. Get out of here.
Man, that guy really loves you. So, you know what the best part about us recording at 1:46 in the morning is?
What's that?
It's the fact that I get up at 5 to work.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
funny to me. Yeah. Yeah, I get up at 5 to get ready for work. That's why sometimes I'll cut it a little early. But I had an energy drink. I'm good with that. I don't know why. You personally witnessed this phenomena of I operate so well on no sleep, it's almost disturbing.
I have seen it.
There's been mornings when we were working at that camp we used to work at where we'd get like 2 hours of sleep because either we'd be playing games all night and like be like, oh shit, we gotta try to get sleep, or hey, guess what, Gus Jeremy, you can't go to bed. You gotta like go do this, or like be awake in case like this happens, or like this person needs you, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll literally just open my eyes after an hour in sleep, stand up, be all bright and perky and ready to go. And Gus would look at me like, how can you operate? For some reason, my golden hour, like my golden window of sleep is somewhere between 3 and 5 hours. Or a full 8. I can do a full 8. I can do 3 to 5. That 6 and 7 range, I feel like trash. My body knows it's not on low power mode, but it's not fully charged, so it's pissed. And I can operate fine on 1 to 2, but I got a timer. Like, it's like you got me for like a good 5 or 6 hours of like working with my full attention before I'm going to start getting exhausted. Actually brings me up to another point. Gus, what is your I guess your second wind like time frame when you're staying up on?
Usually.
Like, when is the point of no return?
Oh, the point of me never going to sleep?
Yeah, like where it's like cool, like for example, mine's 4 a.m. If I can stay up until 4 a.m., I can stay up an entire another 24 hours just fine.
Oh, see,
I gotta get to that point.
I don't have one of those points, or if I do, it's really deep into the next day. I think the longest I've gone is like from 6 a.m. one morning until 1 p.m. the next day, and then I just crash. Like, I crash hard.
The longest I've done is 8 a.m. one day to 1 p.m. 2 days later. I cannot recommend being up that long.
Yeah,
because I can only describe it as that's what I imagine it'd be like if you were to get high on prescription medicine, such as Benadryl, or something that makes you hallucinate and feel like you're dying. Because I was hearing and seeing things, and it felt like there was like little bugs on me. And every time I blinked, it felt like I was going to die. And then I proceeded to sleep for an entire day. And I had the weirdest fucking dreams. That sleep made me feel like a year and a half older. Yeah, but like 4 a.m. is my goal hour. Like I'll struggle. Like at like 3:50, but if I see 4 a.m., like, well, this is when a lot of people get up for work. Like my brain's like, this is when people get up for work. You can get up and do stuff. You're fine. Bootha.
Big Bootha. Big Bootha in the house.
Big Boofa in the Boofa, yeah, Big Boofa. That goes to boofing things. Like, that's a good title right there, Big Boofa. Is Boofa when you put a loofah up your ass?
Yeah.
I like that. I always find it fascinating what some people, I don't want to say quirks because that term's overused, I feel like.
Probably overused by me.
What, the word quirk?
Yeah.
No, I say you use it the appropriate amount.
You think so?
But when people say, like, oh, like, I'm quirky, I do this and that, and it's like, oh, you're quirky because you wear mismatching socks? That's not quirky. It's either you're lazy or you don't care, or you think it'd be cool. When I think of the word quirky, I think of, like, an interesting or unique attribute or trait.
Right.
Like, something quirky would be if, like, somebody drank their coffee in a wine glass.
That's me when I'm 80.
By, like, choice, because, like, they just enjoy, like, the mouthfeel of a wine glass more than, like, a coffee. That's pretty quirky. Or like, if you make chips in a bottle, I'd say that's pretty quirky. That's not very common. I'd say that's somewhat unique. There's a lot of people who do it, but not as many as one would think.
Right.
I love finding out, like, weird shit like that. With me, like, my golden twilight hour of, like, I'm good for the next day. Or, like, our a good friend of the lodge, Mr. Aaron. You remember my, I guess, I don't want to say master, because that term has a negative connotation.
I'm sure.
The person who I apprenticed under for camp. Good guy. I'd say something really quirky about him is how ungodly good he is at Soul Calibur.
Not just Soul Calibur.
Like anything.
Listen, you ever go to the arcades and they have the DDR, like the machines with like the big metal pads on the floor?
Yeah, they have like a handle behind so you can hold on to it.
Yeah, so he had one of those pads in his childhood home that they just kept underneath the entertainment center. And like, we'd go over to his house to play D&D or something, and whenever we get there, he'd usually just be like rocking out to some Dance Dance Revolution. Just uncomfortably good at it.
I feel like with Aaron, and I actually saw him recently. It was great to see him again. He's also one of those people who, like, he will just disappear, and it's not unexpected. It's like, all right, I'll see you in a couple years, maybe. I had a neighbor like that. We used to call it bugging out. Like, either I'd see that neighbor like every day for 3 weeks, or I wouldn't see him for like 4 months. But I feel like when Aaron plays a game, it's a flip of a coin. Either he has some sort of Rain Man-esque ability of playing that game, or it's just like he is like a puppy dog lost.
Right.
Also really good at Pokemon, though. Aaron,
a puppy dog lost, I don't even think is like a fair way of putting it. It's more like it's like, would you consider Bigfoot lost if you saw him just meandering through the woods?
Well, I guess that's the question. Is Bigfoot lost just trying to look for people to help and he's afraid of like cameras?
Oh, this is getting
and afraid of
philosophical
making
now.
a scene?
It's like,
okay, Toad, you're fucking telling me, Toad. We gotta stop our tangent. You dropped something in this haunted ass house's toilet you didn't mean to get.
Goodbye.
What the fuck did you drop down there? Did you drop your mom down there? Jesus. You spilled milk in the toilet and you want me to get it?
I suppose I'll just flush.
And you're
that
gonna
whole
flush. And you're gonna Toad. There's a lot to unpack here, and it's all about you.
Yep, I'll just let it swirl down to the depths.
I'm gonna flush it and let it swirl on down to the depths and let happiness. The happiness what? You feel my life? That's a great senior quote. Oh, My senior quote fun fact was "No" from Rosa Parks. I thought it was pretty funny. They denied my original ones.
Well,
go ahead.
I think my senior quote's gonna be next time at a Northern Folk Lodge. We're gonna see what this toad dropped down the toilet. Also,
I hope it's poo.
Also, I feel like I did nothing, but we found 5 boos this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody.